I just wanted to continue with MBI. This is a play that we looked at yesterday. We looked at it yesterday and we went through several things about why this looked good. Primarily the triple bottom that it has going in this $4 area. There is the trend line that'll be coming at MBI in the future. Should it continue its move upward, of course, it's right near that 50-day moving average, which is kind of a common theme. Other indicators still pointing north and looking good. When we first looked at this, the seven day was starting to cross up through the 14, and you can see it pulled it real fast with it, just like we thought it would if it made some kind of a move. Hopefully we'll see this break, and we'll see the 21 come with it. Same sort of effect will happen. Accumulation distribution turning back up still shows there was a fair amount of buying today, which is of course indicative of the day that it had, closing up with 10%. The other things that we liked about this was the MACD trending upward, the PPO making a move. The thing I added this longer ADX to show some rules of ADX. Is one of the reasons I'm doing this video. Is a break of 20 shows a strengthening of a trend. Down here where it is, at 13, 14 is not a very strong trend at all, but you can see on the shorter terms, which is kind of your default setting, generally people will use the 14 ADX as a setting. I just use the 30 as a little bit more of a smooth. It gives you a little bit different look. Not quite as apt to whipsaw. It's it's smooth is how you refer to that. But we're seeing the nice turns going on both of them. We're looking, of course, for the positive DI to break upward and break through the negative DI. Full stow, of course, is bottomed again and starting to make its curl upward. And one of the things I want to look at is the 15-day. Sorry, the 15-minute. This is a 10-day, 15-minute chart. Some things I look for. I use the 100, 200, and 300-day moving averages on my short-term charts. I look for the break of the 100 almost first and foremost exclusively, which happened right there. I look for it especially with volume. Now, some rules of ADX. The break of 40 is considered a stock turning into a trend rather than a trading pattern. So we'll see here which that break of 40 is going to be right through here. I'm not going to leave that there because it's going to be in the way. You can see that point right there is where 40 was broken on the ADX. Now Wilder, when he described avoiding whipsaws and not having so many trades, if you're looking for a trending stock, he used what's called the extreme point rule, which tells you that the day that the 40 is broken, you look for the extreme point of that day, which is right there around 428, 420, or 418, somewhere around there. Now, I say day, really, in this particular case, it is a trading period, which is a 50. Each one of these are 15-minute candles. So you look for the next period to close above the previous period of the extreme point. That is your buy signal. So when this stock is in here, that is your signal that's a buy. I look back at these other things, so I use, okay, the break of the 100 looks good. The 40 just was broken on the ADX. That looks good. Now it's moving through the extreme point, which looks good. Your parabolic SAR made its flip. Everything is looking good on this stock, even in through here, to make your buy and then ride it out. Now I watched this at the end of the day, right in through there, and actually this stock was trading pretty strong until the end of the day sell-off on Friday, but this was actually looking very good and had a pullback to bring it down closer to the Bollinger Band. but everything else was looking good on this. Over the course of these several days, the PPO trending upward coming off the pinch. It held this base right through here, right in that area, stayed strong. You can see that the trend actually became what they consider a trading pattern. It's weak, but it's a day trader's kind of thing is when it's referred to as trading, not trending. It's going to try and hold just a small, more confined area and move back and forth. And as you'll see through there, you get the whipsaws of the ADX with a lot of crosses. A lot of people won't enter there because of that. They'll wait until it gets some confirmation through here. A lot of times I'll enter in through here because it's holding this base, and if it breaks the base, well, then I'm out. If you remember looking back at the daily chart, that $4 was a pretty good support area all the way down to 350. So even if it dropped to 350, it was still only about a 10-12% loss if you held all the way to that point. But if you look at the short terms, you see that $4 area is a pretty good area of support. So now we look for the continuation of this chart with the 100-day pulling up and breaking through the 200-day, which is bullish. We hope to see the PPS make its way up through the 300-day, and everything will start hooking upward and moving towards it. Right now, you want to see it hold in through this area, which is the 440 area, because it should get support right there. Then you can go back and we can go through Fibonacci's and pull down and look for holding 50% and things like that. But right now, I'm looking for it to hold this $4 area, get the Bollinger Bands, maybe spread back out a little bit, get inside there. I'm sorry, tighten back up a little bit and get back inside there. We want to see it hold this 20-day, which is the middle of the Bollingers, and you see that's coming right into that 440 area. There should be support right there. And we'll look and see the ADX is going to have to start to smooth out probably some because it's up, it's crossing 60, which is getting pretty high. But it's trending strong. I just wanted to put this out there so you guys could see a little bit of not just seeing the daily charts, which looked good on MBI, but the 15-minute charts as far as entry and a couple different rules of thumb when it comes to either personalized trading patterns, which a lot of people use this break of the 100-day with volume as a significant buy signal, and then confirmed with the Wilder's approach to the extreme point rule. Hope this helps you some.